Welcome to episode 5 of The Backbone. Today we sit with Brooks Mead, who tells us all about his trip to Mount Washington, New Hampshire as part of the Outdoor Leadership and Adventure Education curriculum at Garrett College. I hope you enjoy. All right. Hi, Brooks.
Hello.
Hi. Do you mind introducing yourself for the sake of our listeners?
Yeah, I'm Brooks Mead. I'm 18 years old. I grew up in Garrett County, Maryland, and lived here my whole life.
Awesome. Okay, so today we are talking about a recent experience that you just had. So recent, maybe in the last, what, did you get home 48 hours ago?
Um, I
This-
don't even remember, to be honest.
No worries.
4 days, three days.
Awesome, awesome. So we're going to chat about ice climbing, would you call it? A summit experience? What did you just participate in with Garrett College?
It was intro to mountaineering class.
Mountaineering. Okay. And there was some element of ice climbing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw some pictures. So we're going to chat for a few minutes here. I'm going to write a feature article in the Lakefront Magazine, February edition. But I just want to learn more. I saw a photo and I was so fascinated that this is an experience that's available to our local Garrett College students. So let's start with what program you're enrolled in and kind of why you chose the path that you're on.
I'm in business administration,
Okay.
and I just took that because I just thought should take it. I like business and I've been interested in it, so just decided to go through that.
Sure,
Mm,
sure. Transferable skills, I'm sure.
yeah,
Awesome. So this intro to mountaineering class is actually part of the outdoor leadership adventure education program. Is that correct?
yeah.
So is that like a minor or an emphasis
Um,
as part of?
no, it's a major.
Oh, okay. So did you just see this listed as part of the available courses and say, "Hey, I'm curious," or what drew you to this class?
One of my buddies asked me if I wanted to hike up Mount Washington with him. I
Mhm.
said sure, and then he sent me the sign up, and I signed up without looking at anything.
Oh, awesome. So did you actually take the entire um mountaineering course or just this like field trip experience?
It was the course.
Okay. Walk me through what that course entailed. So you had some classroom components and then you went out to hike this Mount Washington, which is in New Hampshire. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. We met up like the last day of the semester last December. But we met then and then just went over what we would need to bring, gear list, everything like that. And then we met back up January 5th, got all our gear there and sorted and everything like that. And we had been given like online instruction. So just read through some work and do that. And then we also had to do online work for an avalanche safety course that we had to complete throughout the week. So that was pretty much all the online, and then everything else was kind of just like in the field.
Okay. So what made you want to try this? Just this good friend?
Oh no, it just sounded cool.
Yeah. Cool. So before you went, when you were getting your gear ready and you were, trying to get everything organized, what was going through your head? Were you nervous or were you thinking this is going to be so fun or what kind of expectations did you have?
I kind of just wanted to get all my gear ready, just to have it done, and then I was just excited to see what it was, and then
Hmm.
go hang out with my buddies for a week and a half, and just yeah,
Cool.
hike up a mountain,
Yeah.
get away from everything.
What is the elevation of Mount Washington?
The summit is 6,288 feet.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for an East Coast mountain. About double our highest point here in Maryland, right? Give or take.
Yeah, probably something.
Yeah. So, how much gear did you have, or how much gear did each person have? I mean, walk us through what in the world do you need to summit a mountain in the winter?
A lot of clothing,
Layers,
a lot of warm stuff that's not cotton.
not cotton. Okay.
Um, Make sure you have a nice sleeping bag.
So, so let's talk about that part. When you say a sleeping bag, are you sleeping in a tent? Are you hanging off the side of
Um,
the mountain? What in the world's happening?
no, there were shelters up, they're called the Hermit Lake Shelters down by in the bowl of Tuckerman's Ravine, and we just stayed in those.
Okay. And that
So they were just walled off, like three walled enclosure, a door just for the wind and everything. That's about it.
gotcha. Are they every so often, every 10 miles, every 200 feet? How do they have the shelters kind of spaced out there?
They're kind of just scattered.
Okay. What kind of boots or clamp-ons, or what, walk us through what's on your feet. Are you snowshoeing at times, or is it always like spikes? Tell me more.
We were given by the college these mountaineering boots that are just waterproof. Like they're almost like ski boots, but with a softer outside shell.
Mhm.
But we were just given those, and most of the time we would be wearing those unless the train got a little steeper, then we would put on crampons.
Explain how those crampons work. I threw out that word like I knew what it was, and I really have no idea. I've seen pictures, but does it just slip over those mountaineering boots? Does it slip over street shoes, or is it specialized?
Um, the boots have little frames in them where the crampons slip in, and then
Mm.
you kind of
Okay.
just clamp it in and strap it on.
Okay. Is it Velcro, or is
No.
it like
It's it's like a buckle part in the back and then straps.
okay. It's so, kind of like ski boots are obviously a specialized piece of equipment. Um, can you just walk or hike in these crampons, or is it a, if it gets to a certain steepness level, you have to put them on and take them off kind of deal?
No, you
Mm.
can walk in them, I
You
think.
oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So, were there days that you just were wearing them all day? Sure.
Um, Not like sometimes we would, but it just depends.
Okay. Just depends on the elevation change.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, how many miles did you end up hiking over the multiple days to get to the summit?
Just to get up to the top of Mount Washington, I think was 8.2 miles or something like that.
Mhm.
But like throughout the 2 week span, I think we did like 40 miles, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
A little less than 40, probably around that range.
Okay. Okay. Now, I saw some photos of you all kind of tied off with crampons, climbing ice, I think. Tell us more about that part of the hike. So, do you assess the elevation change at a period of time and say, okay, I think we need to see tied off here, and we're going to have to do more climbing than hiking? What's the decision making process for that part of the trail?
We were just ice climbing. That we weren't like hiking Mount Washington that day. We were just
Okay. So just kind of like a little side salad, just a little fun
yeah,
thing.
but
Okay.
there weren't any parts of the trail that needed like belaying or anything like that.
Okay. What criteria is in place to know if you need to belay? Am
Um,
I saying that right? Do you need
how safe you want to be.
Okay.
It's really just like risk management. Do I want to do that or do I not want to? So
Okay. Well, and it's kind of amusing to me to hear you say, "Oh, we were just ice climbing." I think for those of us who've not ever been ice climbing, it's a little intimidating. Um, would do you have any advice for somebody that's looking to get into ice climbing? And
Don't be scared.
okay,
That's probably the easiest thing, just try it. Open your eyes for it, I guess, but
okay,
yeah.
cool. Was there a moment on this trip that you felt like you really learned something or you learned something about yourself?
Um, I just with the avalanche safety stuff, I just learned a lot about, like, the snowpack and how to assess avalanches and safely find someone,
Mhm.
but,
Cool.
yeah.
Now I know that our local ski resort, Wisp, actually just had an avalanche on one of their slopes. And in my mind, avalanche is reserved for huge elevation, big side of the mountain is falling. But here locally, we can have avalanche situations. Do you recall the definition of an avalanche? Is that just when snowpack falls down the hill or?
Well, I mean, Avalanche and the one at Wisp is, like, very loosely strung together, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was, but, like, it was like some rolling rocks going on. It's not gonna hurt anybody. If it would
Uh-huh.
be probably like a D1, which is means it would, like, actually, probably not even that. I don't think it would even swept you off your feet, so
Okay.
I don't know if it would have been categorized in the, like, grading system.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. So is there anything else that you'd like to share? Was there something surprising or something you didn't expect on your trip?
Um, it was a little harder than what I thought, but and it was still really fun. It was just a really cool time getting away.
Would you do it again? Are you going to sign up for more mountaineering classes?
Probably, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you had to describe your experience in one sentence or any advice for someone who might be a little bit curious about taking this class or ice climbing, do you have any advice?
Um, not really. Just try it. Just get. I don't know. You don't really know if you like it or not if you don't try it. So try it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I think that's a great mentality to have, especially as you're entering your college years. Just try it. You don't know if you like it until you try it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Brooks. This was great. I love learning more. I'm hopeful to look at more photos as well too. So I'm gonna see if we can't use some of the photos from your trip.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time. It was great to talk with you, and I'll make sure that you get a copy of the magazine when it comes out.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks.
No problem.